my years in the hobby, there are a lot of blasters I've tried to get my hands on that I failed to for a variety of reasons. Whether they're super rare and expensive like the Mattel Ultimator and Maximizer, or it's just something I don't feel like spending the money on like many vintage blasters, and in the worst cases, it's a blaster I didn't even know existed, which is extremely rare, but that's what happened with the Power Strike 48, and I can blame that on the fact that nobody ever talked about that. Which is the reason I do Tag Back, the show where every week we take a look at another blaster from the past to see what it could offer us today in the present. And that's why I'm super happy today to talk about one of my favorite blasters that I've never been able to get until just now, and that is the NERF Airjet Power Plus Splitfire. Now this is another one of those things I have to thank John for. Of all the goodies he gave me, I don't think he realized how badly I wanted one of these. I never really talked about it all that much. But those of you who have been watching this channel for some time know that I like pistols, I like shotguns, and I like air-powered blasters, so why wouldn't I want one of these things? But yeah, pistol, shotgun, well, the Splitfire has got 2 barrels on it, but it's only got a single pump and a single trigger. Something I am very keen on modding into pretty much everything, and thankfully this is a stock blaster that does just that. Pump it up, and you can tell with the trigger, it's stacked, so if you pull it ever so slowly, or quickly, you're either going to get both shots at the same time, or one shot after another. This kind of firing system is very important, because in a single shot like this, well, if you have 2 shots, you can shoot once, and then whatever goes wrong with that first shot, if there is a problem with that first shot, you can correct it with the second one. And also, if you just want to shoot 2 darts at once, that's making you twice as likely to hit your target, which is pretty important. Now, unfortunately, with the Splitfire being one of the older blasters in the Airjet power line, it's meant to shoot the old school Mega Darts, which I can't find any of mine right now for whatever reason. Not that it really matters, because the stock performance on basically every old air blaster is crap. They've got overpressure release valves and all sorts of stupid stuff built into them, so they're never really going to hit that good. The entire point of something like this is to mod it, and where would you mod this? Well, the obvious answers are going to be, you're going to plug the pump and plug whatever overpressure release valve there is, and then of course you're going to rebarrel it for whatever dart you're going to use, and lengthen the barrel so you maximize the use of that air power. For something like this, you'd probably want to have some kind of sliding breech for both sides, obviously. That's connected, so you can just slide it open, shove 2 darts in there, slide it back, and obviously shoot both of your darts. And of course, if you really wanted to, you could put multiple darts in one barrel and get a shotgun, so you could have 2 shotguns if you so choose, but the tanks on this aren't exactly the biggest. Now, they can hold some kind of abuse, but they're honestly not that big. And that's kind of the first downer of the Splitfire. It can hit, like, 90-foot ranges once it's modded, but with the size of the tank, that's gonna limit exactly how far you could get. If you really wanted to, you could completely gut the tanks and put in something like Panther tanks or some other crazy crap like that, but stock, well, they're about the size of a Hornet tank. And the biggest problem is they've been known to leak. They have 2 kind of key failure points, either the edge around the tank right there, or worse yet, where the pins get pulled, as you can kind of see in there, although it's very, very difficult. So yeah, that's kind of a downer. It's made me really scared to try to mod this thing, even though I've had it for a couple of weeks now. I really love the Splitfire, and I don't want it to, go anywhere, but at the same time, I don't want to break it, because I've wanted one of these for a very, very long time. Now, back when I was doing Dart Wars and stuff like that, trying to find these on eBay, they were like $50, and I was never going to pay that for a blaster. I had no idea if it was going to work or not. Nowadays, you can check eBay, and you can find them for like $14 with $10 shipping and stuff like that. So, all's not lost if you're looking for one of these bad boys. But again, the stock performance is crap. These things are meant to be modded, and even when they're modded, well, you might not get extreme ranges, although you will get very good ranges, but the best part is, of course, the double trigger. Now, even when modded, these things aren't going to hit the most extreme ranges for air blasters, but to make up for that, you do have the stacked trigger, so you have quicker firing. And it's still probably going to leak way less than any Hornet, so hey, there's some stuff to win. And can we take a moment to just talk about how cool this blaster looks? Seriously, look at all the, circuitry and stuff like that on it. Even the tanks have crazy pieces of orange plastic sticking out of the barrels in the tanks, and everything's all detailed in there. It's kind of hard to see on camera. And then even the trigger has got this weird detailing in the middle of it with, printed circuitry and stuff like that. Such a weird blaster, and thankfully, maybe it's just me, but this grip feels amazing. It's like my hand was meant to hold this. And then, of course, the front pump is minimized because it doesn't stick out, doesn't have a crazy grip. This is like the most comfortable pump I have used. It's so good. It works perfectly because obviously you can pull it out because it's hook-shaped, but it fits into your palm, so it's very easy to cram more pressure into it. And it's not a terrible size. It's not the biggest, but it's not bad. Gets the job done. It's not how big it is, it's how you use it. It's also got some dart storage on it for the old school Megas. Not that cool. I just want to put more air tanks there so I can have more shots on the side and have some kind of crazy quad shotgun monstrosity. Don't know if that'll ever happen, but hey, we can run Panther tanks on the side of it and hook those all up to the same pump and run the blast buttons down here. And yeah, this is another one of those episodes where I'm just gonna gush about a blaster because I've wanted it for so long and I finally have it. Just like the Panther, I've wanted those for so long, and you'll be seeing some stuff with Panthers. I actually have one cut up right now that I'm trying to work on. But we got a nice little diversion with the Splitfire, and I cannot thank John enough for giving this to me. My gosh. And he had 2 of them! He only gave me 1! I would have gladly humped his leg for the other one. It never gets old. It's just so satisfying to shoot. So good, but it's just such a cool blaster. Such an amazing, amazing blaster. They really don't make them like they used to. Now we have all this crazy Nilsson stuff. And for whatever reason, me just being an old man, I appreciate these things a lot more than any of the crazy stuff we're getting today. If you want to check out some of the other stuff John has given me, well, you can click right here to check out the Tact Elite Longshot mod, or of course, if you want to check out the Retaliator Bullpup or Rutlup, that's going to be right here. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, the easiest way to do that is to hit the subscribe button. We do a new episode of Tag Back every week, so there's a lot to watch. If you want to see some more, there's a playlist in the description. There's a lot of episodes now. I'm Walcom S7, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in an entirely different one.